Hello, I'm Daniel. I'll be doing the second affirmative speech. Before I get into my partner's main topics, I would like to talk about what the negative just came up and argued. Number one, he talked about the insurance companies and saying that they're not, fond of this idea. Yeah, like when it comes down to it, is yeah, okay, it might cost more insurance-wise, but when it comes down to what's the cost of a life, we really can't put money on a school shooting. Yes, maybe school shootings maybe like low in number, but still we can't have someone going in and killing innocent people and say and use an excuse as a cost. Like I said, also once again, it's a very drastic example, but look at 9/11. After that our TSA has really juiced up security and things like that, and just since we haven't had like a major attack like 9/11 in going on 15 years, doesn't mean we should just hey, let's cut down, let's cut back, because once we do that, then obviously there'll be more attacks. Second, let's talk about is the deterrent factor. People who commit these crimes, they don't have training. Like you look back, whether it's Columbine, Sandy Hook, and then two other Colorado shootings I'll name in a minute here. But these people aren't trained. They most of the time have mental issues, and they're going in to inflict as much damage as they can. So if they know that they have a chance of someone putting up a fight with them, like a gunfight, they're not going to attempt to probably go to a mall or a movie theater like we saw in Aurora, other places like that. And also this third point, guns are unsafe. Yes, guns are unsafe, but they're unsafe in people's hands who don't know how to use them. And he also talked about how guns in the home are different than guns in the school, and how how a school and a home are similar. Yes, they're similar because obviously loved ones are in both places, but it still comes down to there are many people in schools, whether it's children all the way up to college kids. There's a bigger vast number. And also this fourth point, talking about the gun test. How the kids found the guns and whatnot. These people who are trained, have concealed carry weapons, they're not just going to take their gun off, sit on their desk, and turn and start writing stuff on the board. They obviously either it's on them, in a purse, in a locked drawer. So yes, the study that he found that kids will find guns and play with them, may be correct, but it's kind of irrelevant when the fact of, like I said, the teacher's not, like I said, going to come in, oh man, that was a long recess or long break, and set their gun on the desk and start teaching and walk in the classroom. That's not what's going to happen. So yes, like I said, people who have concealed carry are trained, and so now to go to my partner's points, we talk about the states that already have that allow this policy. 2, the policy is successful. 3, our policy will act as a deterrent. And 4, better safe than sorry. Obviously, like he listed, some of the states that have bans on concealed carry weapons are places like California, Florida, New York, Ohio. These states, like I said, who have bans on our policy, there's actually a spike in shootings on campus. Like I said earlier, I was going to talk about 2 other shootings that happened in Colorado. Obviously, we know about the big one in the movie theater, but the one in school, Columbine. But many years ago, there was a young man named James Pearson who was 18, who, like I said, he was upset at a teacher and a debate coach, and his plan was to go in and kill them, and also inflict as much damage. He also ignited a Molotov cocktail in the library. And to talk about the deterrent, Pearson, his 82nd attack on the school came to an end when he saw the sight of an armed official, kind of like a truancy officer, that was carrying a gun. When he saw the sight of, like I said, the armed official, this actually led to him committing suicide, because like I said earlier, he wasn't ready for a fight. He was ready to go in and do as much damage as possible. In 1997, like I said before, Columbine, there was a shooting at Pearl Harbor High School. or not Pearl, yeah, sorry, Pearl High School. Pearl High School in 1997, where a student killed 2 classmates and injured seven others at his high school. When the shots went off, there was an assistant principal there who actually, like I said, heard the shots, ran to his car because guns weren't allowed on campus, and was able to go in his glove box and get his handgun and actually stop the shooter from going on to the next school. Like I said, going on and talking about the deterrence still, just how my previous point, these people aren't looking for a fight. He was actually the principal, Joel Merrick. He was vice principal actually. He said, he was quoted saying, "Here's a monster killing kids in my school, and the minute I put a gun to his head, he was a kid again." Like I said, by having a weapon like a gun, like I said, it brings these people who want to do these harmful things to school. It kind of brings them back to reality, and like I said, deters them. Also, talk about better safe than sorry. Because every second in a school shooting, calling 911 and waiting for the police to arrive isn't good enough anymore. Spartanburg County and South Carolina Sheriff Chuck Wright says, "Our form of justice is not making it. Carrying a concealed weapon, that will fix it." He's also been quoted in other instances in favor of more guns. There was a Milwaukee County Sheriff, David Clark Jr., who recently created a national uproar urging citizens to learn how to handle firearms so they can defend themselves, because he says simply calling 911 and waiting is no longer your best option. What happens when the closest police unit is 10 minutes away? One of 2 scenarios will happen: die or become injured, waiting to be rescued, or fight back. Shouldn't we give our children and teachers a fighting chance? Thank you.